Hey there, Merry Christmas, fantasy football freaks. Let me know if the music's too loud or what. I got, some good old smooth Christmas jazz going. Hey, time to wake up and kick some ass in the playoffs, am I right? Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, I guess, if you're on the East Coast. I know I'm starting later than usual. It's been a long night. I was up all night wrapping presents, getting shit ready for the big day. In so many ways, whether it be Christmas, football, presents, fucking information, fantasy shit, I've been getting it all ready. I'm a man I'm a renaissance man, as they say, a jack of all trades. I do it all right? So here we go. Let me know if you can A, hear the music, B, it's too loud, C, I need to turn it up. Let me know, those of you who are there. Welcome to the show. As you can see here, I've got an empty chair sitting next to me. No, it ain't the Invisible Man. I'm gonna bring on someone who is actually visible. Yeah, I've got a special guest here for this Christmas episode, joining me with very little sleep himself, but definitely not more than I've had. See, I'm wow. It's all right. We're gonna have a great time. It's good. By the way, this is a questions only episode, so I'm just gonna be answering questions. We're gonna talk Christmas. If you got Christmas questions, tell me what you want Santa Claus to bring you. That kind of thing. We're gonna have fun with this. We're also gonna do some fucking work. I'm gonna give you the information. I've already been looking up. I'm in the playoffs in 9 out of however many teams I have, like 14 teams. Okay, I'm still in the playoffs. I'm busting my ass to make sure that I fucking win, which means I'm going to be busting ass to make sure you'll fucking win. I'm just going to share with you what I would do in all these scenarios. You tell me what you need, and I'll provide it for you. That's what I do. I'm going to help you crush your league, and someone else is going to help us too, ladies and gentlemen. My very good friend, Mr. Vinny Caliendo. Vinny, come on in the seat and join me. Merry Christmas, my friend.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Not much.
All right. So, we're gonna start off now. He doesn't smoke and anything. He's taking a break off of stuff right now. So I'm gonna smoke in his face because that's fun. No, I'm just kidding. Right. So we're gonna start things off right. We're gonna light up Alaskan Thunder Funk. Yeah. Not to be confused with Alaskan Thunder Fuck, which is an old school strain. Let's get some of these greetings in here. Carolyn, Mary, Happy Tie. I like that, Mom. I'll be a Merry Happy Tie. Yeah. What's up? Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah to everybody. Rose Red says, "We turn it up. You can barely hear the tunes." I don't want to be drowned now, All right. So let me know if it's drowning me out at all. Rose Red says, "Hi, Vinny."
Hey, what's up?
All right. Good morning. Merry Christmas to all. Cheers and happy 420. That's right. What's happening there, Matt? Good to see you, my friend. We're going to get to the questions here in just a moment. Well, that was cool. I don't know why my camera decided it wanted to do that shit. Fuck it, I don't care. Do what you want, camera. Fuck that noise. Hold on, I gotta fix this shit. Sorry about it. That's good enough. You see more of the decorations this way. I don't know, the camera's being weird. All right, I don't care. It's the ghost of Christmas present fucking with the camera. Happy 420, Alaskan Thunder Funk. Yeah, let's get funky with it. Got some Christmas jazz going. Hopefully you can hear it now. I want Santa to bring me some Alaskan Thunder Fuck. Yeah, it's a different kind of thing entirely. Happy Christmas Eve, says Erica. Erica, good to see you. Good morning to you. Merry Christmas Eve, Christmas, all of it to you as well. We're going to get to the questions here in just a moment. Let me know how the music's going. If it's too loud, if it needs to be turned up, if it's drowning me out, whatever. I'm going to bring this closer to me. There we go. All right, so we got this lit up. I wish you could keep it going, man. Hey, what the fuck? Where did my music? Oh, fuck that shit. All right, there we go. Sorry. Gotta love YouTube. All right. Before I get to the questions, hey, it's time for the morning pour. This week, as last week, can you hand me that, please? Thanks. I'm going with the Ninkasi, the winter ale, which used to just be called Slayer. Now they've got very small. You can probably barely see that. It still says Slayer right above winter ale, but it's barely there because they don't want to fucking we're not trying to fucking bring in all these shitty ass metalheads. No, fuck that shit. Yeah, fuck you guys. They changed the label entirely. It used to be like Santa Claus and a sleigh, like all fucking metal and shit. And now it's just like this gay ass, fucking thing. Anyway, whatever. Who cares? It still tastes the same. It's still good. But I like the old label better. Here we go. I don't know if you can hear that. Probably not. Little slop for you. Slopping. Okay. All right, cheers to you all. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, it all. Hey, Happy Holidays. That's why people say that. It's not supposed to be offensive. It's just so we can include everyone. What the fuck? Anyway, here we go to y'all. And most importantly, happy fantasy football playoffs. Music is good now, according to both Rose Red and Matt. Dawn says, sheesh, YouTube likes to be mean to me. We have to keep changing links till comment section comes up for me. Will not be silenced. Hey, Dawn, I thank you for your persistence. Hey, persistence pays off in life, in YouTube, and in fantasy football. And that's what we're going to be getting to. So put your questions there in the comments. I'm going to be answering those. I'm not going to be going over anything else other than that. If you have injury questions, if you have weather questions, if you have whatever questions you want to share a Christmas story. I don't know. Tell me what's your favorite Christmas movie. If you don't have anything else to say, just tell me that and we'll talk about it. I don't care. We're going to have a good time. We're going to get to the information. We're going to help you win your fantasy playoffs. So let's start off. Matt says, I've got Kenneth Walker and Achane in simple. My flex currently have Swift. I have Pollard. Wait. Sometimes you're doing your voice to chat thing, Matt, and I don't understand what the fuck you're saying. Hold on. I have Walker and Achane. I get that in. Simple, my flex. I don't know. I don't get that. Simple, my flex. Currently have... So in my flex, maybe? I don't know. Currently have Swift. I have Pollard on the bench. Should I switch him for anyone? Okay, so what do you think? I like Walker in there personally.
Oh, yeah.
I know you're a Seahawks fan. It's kind of a homer thing. But, I mean, I'm a Niners fan. And I'm just thinking that, the Seahawks need to go all out. Is what we're thinking.
He's been good anytime he's played.
Right. And, we were worried about, toward the end of the season, Charbonnet kind of taking over for him. But honestly, he's had some down weeks here and there. But even against Philadelphia last week, he scored over 20 fantasy points. Yeah. This week, at Tennessee can be had on the ground. I'm not worried about them. They're just they need this game. They're going to score a lot. I think the defense is going to take care of, Levis. Actually, wait, isn't Levis out? Who the fuck? Oh, yeah, they're playing Tannehill this week. Yeah. So I think that's going to, that'll help out Seattle's defense enough to where Kenneth Walker, I think, is a really good play this week, personally. Achane. So it's basically, for me, it's like, okay, your flex, you have Swift. So how do we want to be? I'm fine with Swift there. Achane, it's basically Achane versus Pollard for me.
I mean, Achane the last few weeks after the injury coming back, he hasn't been the same.
I agree. He hasn't been the same. Vinny, you're probably gonna need to speak up a bunch because the fucking mic. I wish here. Let me try to change where the microphone is, and that might help a bit. All right, Vinny. So, just kind of lean to the mic when you're talking.
Oh.
Okay, so, all right. So, yeah, like we're saying, Achane just hasn't been the same since he's come back. And I think that's really more about them trusting Mostert, who's been trustworthy as of late. So, I think I want to fix this fucking camera. It's pissing me off. Hold on. I think I got it. That's a little... It's a professional show, ladies and gentlemen. I assure you. Anyway, that's a really tough one, because I don't think Pollard's going to have all that great of a week.
He's going against Miami. The Cowboys going against Miami.
Yeah. But the thing it's basically, on one side of the matchup or the other. I really... Hold on, let me check something. Give me a second. If Dallas is going to be had anywhere, it's on the ground, but they're not giving up much there either.
Yeah.
They're only ranked, giving up the 22nd most fantasy points in the league. So they're on the kind of, negative game script end for Achane there. I really think that, he's going to score right around 10 fantasy points. That's what I'm looking at for Achane, 10, 11 thereabouts. Pollard, I think he can still get a little bit more than that. So it's a coin flip for me, but I'm actually going to go Pollard on this one over Achane.
Yeah.
Just because of opportunity. I know that you could say about Pollard that recently it hasn't been as great, but I think he's getting a bit of a bum rap because really, if you look at the last 5 weeks. 4 out of the last 5 weeks, he's gotten 16.6 fantasy points or better in PPR. So, last week he was a down week. He was facing Buffalo. Buffalo, they've been stepping it up on their defense here as of late. I think Miami can be had a little bit in the running game, a little more. They've been looking vulnerable at times. And I think they can be had a little bit there. I think Dallas is, this is another one of these things where, they're both great defenses, but both of these teams are vying for position in the playoffs. So they're going to be playing the hardest. This is when Pollard's going to go, all out if he is. I don't think he's going to have a great game, but I think he's going to have better than 10 points. I think he'll probably have, 13, 14 fantasy points in PPR thereabouts. So I'm going to take Pollard. Just barely over Achane there. And then I think, let's see, Swift. Let me take a look at something here. Give me just a moment. I'm having to share keyboard space here. I really like this fucker. I gotta try the beer. Swift against the Giants on Monday night. Of course, you're going to play that. The Giants are shit.
Well, the Eagles are going to be mad. They've lost a lot of games.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be mad. It's a division, a game. They're going to want to play hard. The Giants can be had. They're going to probably be up early. Swift's probably going to be carrying the ball. I really love Swift in that position. If anything, I actually would say he's the running back, and Pollard is more the flex there. So anyway, we did that. Okay. I couldn't get Geno, so Kyler or Mullins. Bonus points for completions and 300 yards. In that case, I would lean more toward Mullins because if anybody's going to get, that total, I'm, for yardage, I think Mullins has a much better chance than Kyler, because Kyler, he'll get you a little bit with the legs, but he hasn't really been doing it as much too. I don't think he's going to be doing it as much in this game. I'm going to give the slightest edge to Mullins. It's a fucking risky play, but that's what you got to do in the playoffs. What do you think? How do you feel about that? Honestly, you can disagree.
No. I would probably tend to go with Kyler. I just like running quarterbacks too. I mean, they give you more points.
That's true, but like if I'm looking at it here, and it says like complete bonus points for completions and 300 yards.
So who would you think would get more 300 yards, Kyler or Mullins?
Passing?
Yeah.
Mullins. Let's take. What do you think? You think Kyler?
Yeah.
Let's take a look here. Well, he hasn't reached that yet this season. And of course, he's had a shortened season. He hasn't played quite as much. But if you look at the rushing, it's like, okay, it's okay, but he's not. It's not making up for the low production that he's getting from the passing game.
Yeah.
It's not making up for it enough to where I feel comfortable. See, that's the thing, is it may be only a 4 or 5 point difference at most, but I think that when you consider those factors of the completions, so for instance, like, okay, so it doesn't. So it's a 26 out of 39, and then if we look at Mullins, let's look at their completions, because that's going to tell us something. Plus, they're going against Detroit. It's kind of a excuse me. Detroit's going to want to score a bunch. The Vikings are in the mix. They want to score a bunch. They're going to need to. So we're looking at 26 to 33. So really, it's
yeah.
It's about the same. Sorry for the advertisement. God damn it. Oh, YouTube, fuck off. Put my jazz. There you go. Put it back on. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So that's the reason why I'm saying Mullins. It's just because, the completions may be the same, but I'm thinking yardage wise, like in his only full game, he's already thrown for 303 yards.
Yeah.
So he has more of the ceiling there as far as that goes. Now, of course, if you factor in the running, Kyler could do it, but he hasn't been doing it as much. I'm giving a slight nod because of the matchup to Mullins in this one. I think Detroit, like I said, they score a lot. Vikings want to, stay in the mix, so they're going to want to score a lot. I get what you're saying on Kyler. It's a toss up, really, but I think Mullins would be the way to go. That's just my take on it. I think Chicago's defense has been playing better. I think Montez Sweat, since they got him, the defense that line's been they're going to be rushing after him. I know that he can be mobile, but he's going to need to be mobile in the pocket. He's going to need to escape a lot, and
that could be a sneaky shootout though too with Justin Fields.
It'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. It could be, or it could be just a lame duck kind of a game.
Yeah, right.
That's one of those kind of games like that. Like, you never know. It's sneaky, but yeah, I think Mullins is the safer play this week. Great question though. It's pretty close, but I'm going with Mullins. If you like what Vinny said and you prefer Kyler, I'm not gonna jump down your throat for it. So here we go. Next up, Carolyn, Saquon or Nico. I know you're way down on Saquon. I am. I think it's going to come down to this. PPR, I'm going to go Nico.
Yeah.
PPR, I'm going Nico Collins. Standard, I'm going Saquon. Half point. See, here's the thing. I think Noah Brown's going to have a good game. I think Nico's going to come in, and he's going to do all right. But I think it's going to be he's going to get a lot of attention, and I think that this could be a really good game for Noah Brown. but I wouldn't necessarily start Noah Brown over any of them. I like Nico. I'm gonna give the slight edge to Nico on that one, and especially in PPR. Let me take a look at something here. Sorry, pardon me. Yeah, he got injured in the game against the Jets before he could really do anything. So, that's no tell. But against Denver, who's a pretty damn good defense, I mean, he scored 34 fantasy. Now, of course, that's with C.J. Stroud in there. All right. Case Keenum's a different case. Oh, Keenum's a different case. Oh, we love it. You love it. So let's take a look here. Yeah, I mean, it's not all that great, but Saquon's matchup is so bad. Let's take a look. I'm just so down. I'm very down on Saquon this week against Philly. It's in Philadelphia. Philadelphia is going to need to be kicking the shit out of them. I just feel like they're going to be up so much. I mean, against New Orleans, he only had 5.7 fantasy points because the thing is, Saquon Barkley's production, when you're looking at these teams, you know what I mean? Like, that aren't great.
Yeah.
They're really a lot of times the running back studs are not end up being matchup based.
Right.
And when they play good defenses or good teams, the tendency is that, like running backs, they're going to need to turn to the pass a lot quicker. They're not going to want. I mean, the Giants are kind of out of contention. They're not really. Well, what is their record? Yeah, I mean, they're out of it, obviously. So they're not going to want to risk Barkley so much and put him out there. I really feel like this is going to be an off game for him. So I'm going to go Nico Collins. What do you think?
I'm probably going to go Saquon.
You're going Saquon? Hey, all right. I like it. What? Tell me why. What do you like?
Well, I mean, the Giants are playing Tommy DeVito. I mean, he hasn't done much, really. Saquon's doing pretty good the last few weeks.
Yeah, last week he didn't do much, though.
I mean, the Eagles were good in the beginning, but they've kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, but I think their run defense is still started off. Again, go either way. I like it. We don't agree on everything, and that's cool.
That one's a toss-up.
I think, again, PPR, Nico.
Yeah.
Anything, if it's half point or less, I'm going to lean more towards Saquon. Slayer. It's not Slayer. I'm telling you. I know what you're hearing in the background, but it ain't Slayer. I love Slayer, though. Achane or Chandler and Swift or Collins in the flex. I'm going to go Swift over Collins, first of all. Mm-hmm. That's an easy one for me. It's a good matchup versus, not as good matchup. I think Swift could actually do some work this week. When he's had good matchups, he's produced. Achane or Chandler. Dude, I
think Allison.
Ty Chandler's matchup is terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it. What is it? They're like the number one defense against the run. I think.
Yeah, and Madison's back too. So.
Right, that's the other thing. With Madison back.
Yeah.
Now, I think that, with what we've seen Chandler been doing, it's going to be hard for them to turn to just going back to Madison.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's going to be more of a split carry thing, but that's not going to work so well on Chandler in a matchup where, Detroit's, the top defense against running backs. So I'm sitting Chandler in this game. A lot of people are like on him, like, oh, look what he did. I just think it's a bad matchup for him. And with Madison coming back, I don't like him this week. So I'm sitting him. I'm going to start Achane over Chandler. I'm going to start Swift over Collins. Thanks, Don. Love him. Different leagues, Achane or Chandler, Nico, Swift. Wait. Okay, yeah, okay, see. Go Hawks. No.
Go Hawks.
Fuck you. Erica, you got a friend right here. Is Zeke a good start over Sutton for the flex?
Oh,
I like. I think Zeke's got a good matchup this
Yeah.
week. Stevenson, of course, is still out.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, ever since he's been in there,
that's a good one. I like that one. Ezekiel Elliott for sure.
yeah, I have to agree with
He's been
that.
playing good too.
Against Denver, it's a Denver's given up the most fantasy points to running backs in the league. Last week he didn't do so great against Kansas City, but Kansas City is a pretty good run defense. Their defense has been kind of like underachieving overall, but their run defense has been pretty solid. But then against Pittsburgh, 27 fantasy points. The Chargers, 13.2. And that was so as he's been taking the reins of this offense, as from a running back standpoint, yeah, they don't have anything to play for. Let Zeke do his thing.
Yeah. I think with Bailey Zappin too, he's been playing a lot better.
Right, and with who's their interim coach? Why am I blanking on that? Someone help me. Why am I blanking on? Hold on. Bankston. Whoever the fuck that Phil Bankston. I don't know. I will admit I don't know who that is. But anyway, new coaches, they're not gonna want to fuck things up too much. Just keep it simple, stupid. Kiss it. Zeke Elliott. I like him this week. I think it's a good play. He's been playing well. Sutton, he was solid for a while, but he just, it's let me take a look at something here. So he's been solid. And I don't know. It's a tough one. That's actually a lot closer than I think. Just because I've been what Erica, I've been telling you this all season because we've been having our one-on-one conversations and stuff, and I've been telling you that I think Sutton's been really solid. I like I like to keep playing Sutton. However, I just think it's such a good matchup for Zeke. I'm going to give Zeke the slight edge over Sutton here. I think Sutton gets you between 12 and 15 fantasy points. I think that Zeke could get you 15 to 20. So I'm going to give the slight edge to Sutton.
Well, the thing with New England, too, is they always cut out the top person in anything. They always...
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's
take that one.
It is more of a Bill Belichick kind of thing, but I mean, that is.
I still think they're going to kind of stick with that.
Well, with that being the culture there for so long, they're not going to get away from that on defense. So, I mean, I think that's a good point too. I think they're going to try to take out Sutton.
The top star usually.
Right. Oh, I know. I agree. I think that's a good point there. So yeah, we agree. Zeke's the better thing. Die Hard. Favorite Xmas movie with Step Brothers a close second. It's like anything can be considered a fucking Christmas movie now, right? Gremlins is a Christmas movie. The Ref is a Christmas movie. Like, and what else is a Christmas movie? I don't know. There's so many. Everything can be a Christmas movie because if it takes place at all during Christmas, I guess that's what you're saying with it. I guess that's what the new standard is on that. I think it's, when people talk about Christmas movies, it's like Christmas centric, not it took place during Christmas personally. Like, and so that's like, okay, well, is Home Alone a Christmas movie? I think so, because a lot of what Kevin's doing is centric to Christmas. He's decorating the tree. There's, he wants to go see the big Christmas tree. To me, that's the difference. Yeah. That's my opinion. Even though Die Hard's a great movie, I don't consider it a Christmas movie. I'm sorry. I really want to play Cowboys D, but I know that's unwise. I have the Bears as backup, but I really want to ride with the boys.
Well, Tyreek's playing too. So yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I think the Bears, I mean, it's not the world's greatest backup. There might be some other better options out there, depending on what you got.
Cowboys D though, that's always a good play, but
yeah, well,
but Miami and they get Tyreek back. Oh man, he's gonna go off, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And Let me take a look at something here because I want to see. Yeah, I mean,
These are tricky too.
Defenses are always
they're,
tricky.
they're always hard.
They're not necessarily been that consistent, to be honest with you. When they're on it, they're on it.
Yeah.
But, I think that, they've had, 5 straight wins, and then they had the loss against Buffalo. And that was a big, they're going to want to play well too. But that's going to make Miami want to play well. Because it's going to be a fight.
Yeah.
I'm not really starting any of those defenses, honestly. So, yeah, I mean, I guess Bears. I don't think the Bears are a good play either. I mean, just not necessarily. I mean, the matchup's good against Arizona, but I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess for the past few weeks, that's right. Okay, that's a good point. I was just thinking about that. Since Montez Sweat came in, their defense has been playing a lot better. Yeah, I would go with the Chicago Bears. I would go with the Bears. Ding Devontae Smith or Nico. I mean, I think A.J. Brown's going to go off. I think it's going to be a big A.J. Brown game.
It's pretty much
and they're going to get all
year.
Well, true. But, I mean, like, looking at Smith's numbers, he hasn't been a slouch either. But I think in the games where A.J. Brown's had it big, Smith's kind of taken a backseat and vice versa.
Right.
They've been kind of trading back and forth as far as that goes. I think this will be better. He's, supposedly going to be healthy. The knee problems can go. He said, if I can go, I'm going to go. It's not all that confident. So, yeah, I could see there being a little bit of a hesitation there. However, I hesitate with Nico as well. I'm going to give this, oh, man. It's just because, Case Keenum, I just can't trust him. What do you think, Vinny? This is a tough one. It's a very hard one. What do you think? What's your thought?
I mean, just because of the quarterback with Philly, I'd have to go with Smith.
I agree. And Case Keenum's too volatile.
Yeah.
And I think that it's not gonna bode well for trying to predict which of the wide receivers is going to get the ball. Personally, I think that Nico's going to get a lot of attention, and then Noah Brown is going to have a better game. That's just how I feel about it. So I think, yeah, it's a slight nod to Smith. Maybe the slightest yet. But I got to go that route. I got to agree with you.
And the Browns, I mean.
When in doubt, go with the better quarterback.
Yeah. And that Browns defense.
Yeah. Exactly. Good point. All right, bro. In Tyrant we trust. Pollard over Achane. This is to get in the Super Bowl. Need help since Puka was on my fucking bench. I know.
Wow, Puka on the bench.
That was the right play. If you look at the matchup, if you look at what's been happening.
I play Puka.
I know, and good on you for
it's
it.
Puka time.
It must be. It's like, I thought that sitting Puka was the good play. A lot of other people did. It wasn't a good matchup. It wasn't a good situation. But hey, he lucked into it.
But that's been my guy since the draft. I picked him up in 3.
But that's one of those things. Start your studs no matter what.
Yeah.
I guess he's a stud. I'll give it up to him. All right. I tried to get a little bit cute with it.
And that's the thing sometimes you need to know, like in playoffs, never try to be cute. Just go.
Right.
Just play your game.
I know that start your studs is such a cliche, but I think it's appropriate when we're talking about the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Puka has proved himself to be a stud. I like this next question here. Richard Ibarra, good to see you, my man. Merry Christmas, to you. Wick or Curtis Samuel, I know it sucks, but it's what I have left with injuries. All right. I was actually talking to Vinny about this earlier. You know, we're looking at, Watson out. We're looking at Reed out.
Yeah.
Musgrave
Musgrave is out.
Musgrave is out. It's basically fucking Wicks or Dobbs. Now, I know it's not the greatest matchup because Carolina gets their ass kicked early, so they never like to run them. I really love Jones in this game. But one of those two receivers is going to get some. And honestly, no matter what I've been looking at, I want to double check here. So when Wicks has been featured, he's been thrown to. And, he's been kind of playing the same role as, say, like, Watson or Reed. Whereas Dobbs has been Dobbs, pretty much every game. So, like, when somebody's out, he's not necessarily getting any more production. We think that, Dobbs is going to have a better game because so-and-so Watson's out or whatever. But no, it's Reed. Or when Reed's out, it's Wicks. So I think in this game, I actually really like Wicks as a good play. It's a great play for DFS, by the way. And I know you're on that shit, Richard. So, yeah. I'm going Wicks over Curtis Samuel this week. Good morning. The piano's very nice. Thank you. I can't take credit for it, but I'll take credit for playing it. Jonathan Taylor, HN this weekend. To Taylor, 100%. I'm not even I got so much to get through. I'm not even going to fucking. Do you trust Bijan anymore? Would you play him over Zeke? Nope. Zeke over Bijan. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Love Bijan once they changed coaches.
Oh, yeah.
Once Arthur Smith's out of there, I love Bijan. Until then, not trust them. I love Zeke's matchup this week. Standard, Hawkinson or McBride. Hawk.
Yeah,
Hawk. Even with Mullins. And Mullins is doing fine. Pollard or Hall.
Let's see.
That's a good one.
Oh, Zach Wilson out. It's Trevor Siemian.
Is that?
Yeah.
They're finally. Yeah. They're going with Siemian. So, God, it's a good matchup though. I mean, he may be just leaning on him a bunch because if you think about it, like even when like Boyle was in there, and Siemian, is he really going to be that much worse than Boyle? I mean, Breece Hall was still a good play. I'm going to give the slight edge to Breece Hall here. JJ or Wilson in my flex. Fuck you. It's JJ. What? Why even? You're not sitting Justin fucking Jefferson. I know it's been harder, but the big players play when they need to play, and he needs to play, and they're gonna play big. JJ.
That one's a hard
Mullins,
one.
Flacco, or Murray. Give me Mullins. I don't think it's that hard because I like Mullins over Murray. You like Murray over Mullins. Flacco is the X factor in there.
But that's what I'm leaning towards Flacco.
He's been playing, but he's been playing well since he's come in, and I had him actually as
They throw.
I've been having him as my double deep danger dive.
Look at his passing the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Flacco.
Yeah.
How many attempts does he take? Over 30, right? 30 to 40?
But against Case Keenum's Houston, are they going to need to throw as much? I don't know. But you know what? I'm looking at it. Actually, it's very hard, though. Yeah. See, I actually would take Flacco and Mullins over Murray. It's a toss-up between Mullins and Flacco. You can flip a fucking coin.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go Flacco. I mean, I flipped right here. Flip a coin. I flipped. It's so close. But I'm going to give the slight edge to Flacco there. Good damn question. Luis, what's up, my man? Merry Christmas Eve. Tyron need to decide between Goff, Flacco, and Howell. Howell's matchup sucks, so I'm more curious if I should run with Goff or Flacco. Honestly, that's the thing. I'm with you there. It's between Goff and Flacco. The problem that I have with Jared Goff is that he's so fucking volatile.
Yeah.
You never know what the fuck kind of game he's going to have.
He'd have a hot game, and the next week he doesn't.
And there's no way to predict it.
Yeah.
It's not like against bad teams he's playing terrible. And then, it's just, I don't know. It's not a predictable outcome, no matter what.
Yeah.
1 week against a great team, he does meh. And then the next team against a bad team, he does great. It's hard to fucking tell.
Ooh, Minnesota, though.
I mean, yeah, they're going to need a score, right?
Yeah. That one.
I don't want to fucking suggest ever starting Goff,
Yeah.
but I see why you do it. I'm still going to go Flacco. What do you think?
Man.
It's
Flacco.
Luis's birthday. Happy birthday, Luis. Good. On Christmas Eve, I've had some friends that have birthdays. You get screwed out of presents, I'm sure. So happy birthday to you. As we try to answer your question here, I'm personally going with Flacco. What do you think? Flacco? Yeah, let's go with Flacco. Darn right, go Hawks. Fine, I'll show you. Whatever. Go Niners. 2 questions. Adams, Jacobs, Singletary, standard points, and Amari or Adams PPR need help.
Adams, Jacobs, Singletary, standard.
Now let's look here. First of all, I want to look at his health because, okay, he's still listed as questionable. Let me look at I'm looking at the injury update here. He only had 1 limited session on Friday. Apparently he's dealing with the illness as well. I mean, it's against Kansas City. Even if he's going to play, he's got a quad issue. He could easily re-injure that and go out. They could hold him back. It's so, man. But in standard, here's the thing, though. Sure, it's you're gonna see Adams is gonna see a lot of L'Jarius Sneed, right? But McConnell's been playing better. Oh man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It always seems like the Chiefs always step it up during playoff times, anyways.
Right. That's why I'm not trusting Jacobs as much, because I think that the Raiders are going to need to turn to the pass.
Yeah.
That's why I'd almost go with Adams on that one, because Cleveland plays really well against the run, and but Singletary he's been on fire. I'll admit there's a couple games when he hasn't been as great, but he's been tearing it up with or without Pearson there.
Yeah.
I just think Cleveland's defense is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a tough one. I'm going to go Devontae Adams, though. What do you think?
Same.
Good fucking morning, or whatever you may have. Could be like good, friendly morning. We can go with that. How are you guys doing, fellas? We're doing great. How are you?
Good.
Happy semis. Happy semis to you. Going with Houston D over Chicago D.
Yeah, I mean, Houston's picked it up a few.
Houston's D has actually been playing really well.
They've been sneakily good.
From fantasy, if not even from reality. So, I mean, I know we've been saying we like Flacco. Flacco could still have a decent game, and Houston still has a decent game. I mean, it could really happen. Oh man, it's another tough one. You know what? Actually, I'm going to go Chicago on that one. I just think Flacco's going to have a good enough game to where that's going to offset. And I think I don't trust Kyler Murray in this game. And they're so depleted at wide receiver as well. That's another reason I don't like Kyler Murray. He doesn't have a lot. It's going to be McBride. I like McBride in this game. But other than that, I mean, yeah, I'm going to go Chicago on that one. But I honestly, I don't blame you with going Houston there. Thanks, gentlemen. Appreciate you coming out on a holiday to help us. I hope Santa brings me Amy Fairbairn and a big old bow under your tree. Hey, I hope so too, Carolyn. I'll give him a word for you. I'll let him know. Ty Chandler, JSN, Derrick Henry. It's that King Henry's in this question, but man, that offense is ass. I absolutely agree. I'm gonna go. Oh man, it's between JSN and Henry.
Yeah.
You don't get to answer this question because you're a Seahawks fan.
But I mean, yeah. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. You can answer.
Depends on what Seattle D is deciding to show up this game.
Yeah, but I mean, but with Tannehill back in,
I think they're getting Weatherspoon back too. They have Weatherspoon back. Jamal Adams is out.
Jackson Smith-Njigba has been getting more targets over the past few games, although it's been going down. He had 11 targets in week 13, 7 in 14, and then 4 and
so if you notice that when Locke was in, JSN starts getting more targets. Geno Smith doesn't really target him.
That's what I was thinking too. And Geno Smith's going to be playing today. Yeah. I'm going to go Derrick Henry on that one. And another reason why I'm going to go Henry.
It's always good to go against Seattle D, even though I love Seattle. The run.
Yeah, against the run, Seattle has been pretty not so great. We'll say that. They're rated 6th in fantasy points when Henry faces a team that's sucks against the run. He does pretty well. I'm going to go King Henry on that one. I mean, yeah, you're right. It's terrible that we have to ask that question, but I see why you would. Matt thinks Tyrant, good luck. Merry Christmas to everybody. We're going to bust the rest of this. Good Merry Christmas to you, Matt. Thank you. If I'm not here next week, it's probably because I got eliminated. I don't know if I got anything for 3rd place, but thank you all for your help. You're the best at these questions. Hey, thank you, Richard. Thank you for another season, being a fan of the show. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, go Niners. Hey, love it. Love it. Thank you for your patronage, for your attention. Chandler Dairy, Wicks. Need to give me Henry, give me Wicks. Chicago D or Houston. I have D star. I'm gonna go Chicago. It's my birthday. It sucks. But thanks. Well, happy birthday anyway. I'm sorry I didn't answer your question about Hawker McBride.
Oh, Hawkinson,
yeah. I like McBride's not a bad play either, but I'm going Hawk. He said go Hawks. No, I didn't. I said go Hawk, not Hawks. David Rubenstein, what's up? Are you flexing Noah Brown or Zay Flowers? I'm also playing likely. If you're playing likely, you want the diversity. I get it. But that's a tough one. But I like Noah Brown this week. It's a risky play. Everything would say go Flowers, right? Let's take a look at something though. Okay. So against San Francisco, he's got a foot issue going on. I don't know, man. We got Charvarius Ward back in there. Lenore's been playing well. The San Francisco, our defensive backs are healthy again. And yeah, they're going to need to throw, but Flowers, it's just so inconsistent with him. And you got Isaiah Likely in there. I actually think that San Francisco's more vulnerable to tight ends than they are wide receivers. I think that he's getting that Lamar Jackson's going to be doing a lot with his legs.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, but you got to take risks in the playoffs. I just have a sneaky feeling. I think it's going to be Brown. But if you go Flowers, I can't blame you. The smart, sensible play is to go with Zay Flowers. But the risky balls to the wall, fuck it, let's do it kind of play, it's just telling me Brown, hey, sometimes you got to go with your gut. This is coming from a guy who beat Matthew Berry and all his friends by starting Brashad Perriman, all right? Hey, sometimes you got to make crazy moves, and it wins you championships. Forgot Cook and Kamara were my duds. Which kicker can get the Hail Mary? Butker or Koo? I think with Kansas City playing better. I got to go Butker on that one. What do you think? Last question.
Butker.
I like it too. Hey, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much. I got 5 minutes to fucking set my lineups. Holy shit, I'm out of my mind. I know I did it all already, but I still got to look at a few things. However, I'm gonna go do that. You all have a wonderful holiday, safe holiday. If you're drinking, don't drive. Love you all. We'll see you. Happy, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Next week I'm gonna be probably doing a short show, another kind of questions only show. So anyway, from our families to yours, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We love you very much.
Merry Christmas, go Hawks.
Yeah, go Niners, and good luck to y'all. Unless you're facing me, then fuck y'all. I'll see you next week, all right? I'm out. Peace.